We're going to learn how to compare our fractions. Are they greater than, less than, or equal to? Some of us have forgotten that greater than is when the alligator's mouth is open towards the bigger number. So your bigger number says this is greater than this. Just a refresher. So if I have 5/4 and 2/3, well, right away, you should see that this fraction is bigger than a whole because 4/4 equals 1 whole. So this is more than 1 whole. 2/3 is less than 1 whole. So our greater than 1 whole is bigger than our 2/3. 7/8 and 5/4. Again, it might trick you because our eighths, these numbers look bigger, but if you think about a fraction, this fraction is greater than a whole. So if this is greater than a whole, and this is less than a whole, you would want to eat greater than a whole. You would want to eat more. 5/8 and 2/4. Some of us had a little bit of trouble with this in class today because you thought, well, we only have 2 more pieces until we get a whole. And here we have 3 more pieces until we get a whole. But before you think like that, we remember when we add and subtract, we need like denominators. So when we compare fractions, you can't compare apples to oranges. They have to be the same. So our denominator has to be the same yet again. So 2/4 equals how many eighths? I know that 4 times 2 is 8, so I have to do 2 times 2, which is 4. So instead of it being 2/4, really, we have 4/8 and 5/8. Do you see how our thinking might have changed now that we have like denominators? We see that this is 1 part bigger than our 2/4. So we would draw the sign like that. So that is how we compare our fractions. Remember that comparing fractions is the same as adding and subtracting fractions. You have to have like denominators in order to really explain your answer and back it up.